Vasudevaya. Reading from Srimad Bhagavad Gita original, chapter number 3, text number 14, Karma Yoga. Annad bhavandi bhudani parjanyad anna sambhavaha yagyad bhavadi parjanyo yagya karma samudbhavaha. So we have mentioned in the previous verses, there are several opportunities given to us to serve the Lord and His representatives, the universal administrators, like the President of the nation and his Congress members. Similarly, the Supreme Lord and his immediate devotees, demigods, who are the universal administrators, rule the entire universe and supply the necessities to different part of the planet and also other planets. Here we can actually see how the living entities come to exist in this world through the grains. So, Annad Bhavandi Bhudani, all living entities have to subsist on food grains. Annad means food grains. When we speak about grocery, everything comes in it, right? You're going for a grocery shopping. You buy dals, rice, vegetables, fruits, milk and ghee and yogurt, can be dairy product. So here, Annad means your groceries, headed by grains. So from grains, Annad Bhavandi Bhudani, the living entities come also subsist on it. Why? Because it is the man who eats the grains, the food transforms into different secretions. Some portion of this food, assimilated food, is sent to the region of the heart. All that it is little assimilated food that turns into liquid, which is sent to the region of the heart. And the heart actually pumps and turns that assimilated food into blood. There are 5 kinds of air within our body. The pranavayu can be experienced, seen, that people are breathing in and out. Then there is apana, then vyana, samana, udhana. These airs work grossly and subtly. So they carry blood, air all over the body. When all the airs function perfectly, then you have a good health. Not only these airs, also your organs. The organs within the body one is connected to another. Just like a car engine, when you open the bonnet, you can see all these transmission or main engine, water, brake fluid, steering fluid, so connected one another. Therefore, the whole system of car works perfectly. Similarly, this entire system of physical and psychological and the air circulation works perfectly, then you have a good health. So here, this assimilated food is actually sent to the heart, and the heart pumps it and turns that into blood, and the air carries the blood all over the body. So some assimilated food is turned into semen, and you all know, men know and women know that how father injects man injects in the woman body. So what is the point here? The point is the living entity comes into being because of the food. After transferring the living entity into the uterus of a woman, again the spirit soul needs to have food to grow the body. And when it takes shelter of the woman's womb, it still requires food. So that nourishment of the food by the mother, the body grows in the presence of the soul. The dead body never can grow or do any kinds of activity. It is a living soul takes shelter in the womb of the mother, and mother's constant supply of milk products especially, not too much, everything has to be under control. A nice body is created. Of course, the jiva's karma is always there. That will be explained in the next few verses. Annat bhavanti bhudani. Every living entity come into being because of the food grains. So where the food grains is coming from? Parjanya the anna sambhavaha. Parjanya means rain cloud. So the rain cloud showers rain to different places. These are superior arrangement. You can see all of a sudden from the eastern horizon, northern horizon, south, west, northeast, northwest, the cloud pops up from anywhere. And you think that the rain is coming to your place. Most of the time, it doesn't. That does not mean that cloud doesn't carry the gallons and gallons of water. It carries, but it goes to some other place and showers the rain there. In that way, each piece comes out of the sky by the intervention of the sun. It is the sun who makes this rain cloud and gives rain showers to all over the planet in different times, in different seasons, right? It's not strictly sticking with the monsoon season. It also showers in summer, in winter, in spring. So whenever it's required, the rain appears, cloud appears and supplies the rain. Parjanya anna sambhavaha. Here Parjanya means rain cloud. So rain cloud comes and make these grains possible. Grains and beans and fruits and vegetables. Without the rain, as we mentioned yesterday, there is no supply of food grains. So, Parjanya anna sambhavaha. So the rain actually makes the anna possible. Sambhavaha means possible. Yagyat bhavati parjanyo. Then what makes the rain appears? Yagya. Your bhakti. When you perform devotional service to the Supreme Lord or even the demigods, you get the rain cloud. And Indra supplies profusely water. At night, a lot of rain. In the daytime, a lot of sunshine. Then the land gets fertilized. Then whatever seed you sow, it actually sprouts. Yagyat bhavati parjanyo. The yagya causes the parjanya, rain. And yagya karma samudbhavaha. And where the yagya is coming from? from your action. Prescribed duty. If you are a Brahmana, you do your prescribed duty as a Brahmana. Kshatriya, you do your Kshatriya duties. Vaishya, you do your Vaishya duty. Shudra, you do your Shudra duty. Even though you may do all these duties, ultimately what do you have to do? Yajna. The Shudras also have a kind of yajna to perform. It may be lower grade, killing animals, offering wine, flesh, and all those things. Their way of yajna. The Vaishyas are more evolved. Kshatriyas are more evolved, and Brahmanas are more evolved. There is also evolution in human consciousness. So they all have their prescribed dharma, yajna to perform. So if you execute all these yajnas, respective yajna given to a particular social order, that actually creates the cloud. How is that? So when we pour the ghee, the fire comes out of the sacrificial arena and smoke generated, right? So the smoke goes to the sky, which is called rain cloud. And sun's intervention has to be there as well. These are the certain laws of nature we won't be able to understand. All that our intelligence allows us to just take care of the daily necessities and go and sleep. We are not worried about where the money is coming from, where the grain is coming from, where the rain is coming from. Therefore, Shastra says simple living and high thinking. But at present, we have a high living and no thinking. Sometimes it's also the other way around. Simple living and no thinking. That kind of simple living is due to the circumstances and karma that people have no surplus money to enjoy. So the rain showers. So it is coming from the yajna. And the yajna is executed according to your prescribed duties. Varnashrama dharma, Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. You do your prescribed duties. From there, the rain is given to all part of the world. And in this age of Kali Yuga, more and more Sankirtana Yajna goes on. You will have no scarcity of food and water. And the living entities needs these two things, food and water. Without the rain, water is not possible. Without water, grains are not possible. So, everything is interconnected. And our body is made to sustain and develop based on these supplies given by the higher authorities. And to please the higher authorities, we perform yajna. So what do we need beginning to perform yajna? Shraddha. This Shraddha cannot actually come to you just like that. You can have Shraddha on what you experience, what you see, what you hear. You cannot have Shraddha on something that is beyond your material perceptions, mental and bodily perceptions. Because all these supernatural activities are conceived, comprehended, or understood only through our Shraddha. So all these various scientific processes are going on. It's not that your science means bring some technology, create some airplanes. It's not only that science. These are imperfect science. Now they are coming up with certain airplanes that travels 5,000 miles per hour, which means your death is closer than you thought. So everything they create only to accelerate our death. Bomb, machine guns, airplanes, bullet trains, all speedy things are going to just kill us faster than we expected. We were thinking to live at least 80 years or maximum 100 years. But all these facilities make us to die fast. So that again you can take birth in the womb of another woman and start your life again. This is what going on. So we need to have not only Shraddha on these gadgets and devices and airplanes and aircrafts and helicopters and so many things, bullet trains and air-conditioned non-stop buses, hi-fi traffics, have no obstacles for the driver who steers the steering. These are one Shraddha. The real Shraddha, we need to be dependent on God's supply, the form of rain and grains. And our body is made of those grains. So we deeply contemplate on all these subjects. Hunger is kind of misery. And food is the solution. But modern time, these Mudas, they have made the system, food is for their own enjoyment. Therefore, they drive hundreds of kilometers to reach some restaurant which is located in the remote corner of the city, town, village, to go and satisfy their urge to enjoy the food and drinks. This is what going on. The food and drink is for sustenance. When you nicely sustain, what is the next? Is the yajna. In this way, it is called cycle. Yajna, rain, food, living entity is born, again yajna, cycle of birth and death you have heard. Like that, these are the process. This is the cycle of yajnas. So this is what we need to learn from this verse. Everything is the mercy of the Supreme Lord. Therefore, we need to be conscious about our life, not just absorbed in the industrial development and your gadgets and your machines and everything. And no one is producing food. Therefore, in the market, the tomatoes are 120 rupees. Why? Farmers are not producing it. Or whatever they have produced, they send that to some other place. Exporting. They have an exporting, importing business. And wherever they produce, for those people, when they go to the market, they have to pay so much money to get some vegetables. So in this way, farmers are also deviated from their prescribed duties and they face loss in next season. Karma goes behind you. Just like a two-wheel go behind the front wheels. Wherever the front wheels go, the back wheels also follow. So what is our karma? That is what we are going to harvest in the form of various results that end in pain relief. We don't say happiness. The happiness is not coming through the senses. Happiness comes from the heart due to the peace and satisfaction. These sensual things are called sense gratification. So we need to learn that. Okay. So this is the way we have to understand God's creation, God's contribution to all of us, because we are all His children. Some or other He is sending food time to time so that we live happily and take His name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. This is the Sankirtana Yajna. By doing this chanting, so much cloud appears and gives you rain shower. You can take bath, you can drink water, you can cook food, you can clean all your premises, house. Everything is dependent on the water. Okay, that comes from the yajna. And in this age of Kali Yuga, the only yajna is mentioned, Sankirtana yajna. Not meditation, no fire sacrifices, no opulent temple worship, because no pure things are available to perform opulent temple worship. So chant Hare Krishna. More you chant, more rain cloud comes and gives you so much rain shower. Keep your health intact so that you can chant the holy name of the Lord without fail. Every day, do 16 rounds. 2 hours you give to Krishna and you see how your life changes. Not, in YouTube you see so many patchworks. Different guys come and give you some ideas. You do this for 21 days. You do this for 10 days. You do that for 30 days. Simply bogus propagandas. This material body is going to be perished regardless of what you do. So, best use of the bad bargain. Use this body in Krishna's service. That is the best use of this bad bargain. Right? So that is what the point is. So, thank you very much. Hare Krishna.